Most of the talent people, they lazy. Rocky is Rocky. This is movie, like Bollywood.
Do you watch anything in Bollywood? Have you ever
Of course, I watch.
What's your movie?
I have same problem. My father, he don't have nothing. My kids, they have everything.
Like when you make dua, what do you ask for?
No, I have too much, but I think how I can ask something. Like at least minimum, I spend in Instagram 1 hour. I don't understand what you're talking about. I was in Liverpool. People talking about, what are you talking about?
Drink alcohol or eat pork. They'll say no.
But what about riba?
Would there be anything that would bring you back? Like,
No. I live this sport alone, without myself. Walaikum assalam.
It's great to have you here. How are you doing, brother?
Good, not bad.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
One of the things I wanted to ask you personally, I'm very much into my technology, so this is something that I always want to know about my guests. What phone do you use?
What do you think they're gonna pay me?
They might
iPhone.
They might iPhone. Which one?
Honestly, I like 13. Still 13. Yes.
Not 14?
Not 14 because I don't have time to
Transfer.
move to from 13 to 14. You know, it's like
We need to get Wyatt to get you the 14, and so the app looks beautiful.
I'm gonna check this.
It's nice. Cameras are good, but yeah, the transfer can be.
Like for using, it's very easy.
Easy.
I think it's very easy. I know they have like a lot of people like fan of what's the name? Other one.
Samsung.
Like LG.
So many.
all
Yeah.
that, but so many. They have like there's like fans. You know,
Yeah.
you're fan of iPhone or how they call this other phones? Android. Yes.
Android. So you iPhone.
I am like last 10 years, I think, maybe
An
more.
iPhone.
Yeah, last 10 years since 2012.
Very good. So brother Omar here is Android. So we can be iPhone, team iPhone.
Okay,
I've got both actually. I've got Android as well as iPhone. The other thing I want to ask you is you as a fighter, obviously that's what you are and that's what you're known for. Who is your favorite fighter?
When I grew up, it was two, maybe three my favorite fighters. When I was 16, they was on prime. It was Fedor, it was Mauricio Shogun Rua, and George St. Pierre. It was three guys.
Okay.
It was on prime. It was like UFC and Pride champions. And I grew up watching their fights, you know.
Amazing.
And when I meet them first, it was like very big emotional for me, you know, because I grew up with their fights.
So this is how we feel a little bit right now because Omar, who's your favorite fighter?
Mine actually, it depends from which angle. If we're talking about MMA, I got to say, I think it was probably Royce Gracie that changed it for me. I used to do Wing Chun and some mixed martial arts back in the day with a brother. And that time UFC was very different.
Yeah.
It
was not big.
like
It was not big. It was not big. It was not big like Pride.
That's right.
Pride was like biggest organization.
And it was very, very mixed in terms of, it was, for want of a better term, it was almost like a circus in terms of people were coming lots of different times. I think it was Pat Smith at that time. And Royce Gracie came in and he changed the face of
I think because not many people don't know how to use like grappling submissions game, you know, because he was the first. He was the first, and it was a lot of wrestlers and strikers. They fight with him, and they was big, but they don't have knowledge to how to deal with his Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
and he was looking amazing with these big guys. You know?
And that was for me was the turning point. I think just seeing. Because the submission in the ground, the technical ability.
Because it was very new for world, you know, like the way how they show this Gracie family to world. Even if you're small, you can beat bigger guys. You know, it was like big news for everyone around the world, even from Russia people, US people, you know, Europe people, like everybody. The way how Royce Gracie came to UFC and he make tap everyone, like doesn't matter if even he bigger than him like 50 kilo, you know. It was amazing.
So for me it was always Muhammad Ali, and it was because I'm very new to only last few years when mixed martial arts has become quite popular. And I think that's, you know, with yourself behind a lot of these big fights has got a lot of people interested into mixed martial arts.
And it's like when I ask people all the time, who is your favorite fighter?
Yeah.
Like athlete without Muhammad Ali. I
Okay.
ask them all the time.
Yeah.
Because everybody for sure they're gonna say Muhammad Ali. Okay, without Muhammad Ali, who else?
Yes. Well,
Like my question, who is your favorite athlete from
athletes
UK?
from the UK. That's
Because you're
that's a
from
tough
UK.
one.
You
I'm
born
from the
there.
UK.
You're born there. You're
I'm born in
there.
the UK. So it's turned
You
a question
born
around
in
me.
Leicester and you don't know nothing about Leicester Football
Oh.
Club.
We won the Premier League, and we won. That was the main thing.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Go on.
What year?
What year? 2016.
Okay.
So I know a little bit.
Because
a
a lot
little
of
bit.
people when they
It's the
act
only
like they know
celebration.
something,
Yeah.
I ask them
Challenge.
like numbers, age,
Yeah.
Then you can understand who is
I
who.
mean, Leicester doesn't have much to celebrate, so that one thing that they had, I think
We actually have a lot to celebrate. Have you been to Leicester, bro?
Never.
Okay, you're gonna have to come down to my.
I think maybe it's very close to England, right? No. It's London, not England.
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours.
I'll come and pick you up next time you're in London. Let me know.
No, in Leicester,
nice.
I never been. In
No,
Leicester.
you wanna
I've been
come down?
Birmingham, Leeds,
Very close.
Manchester, London. It's like
It's very, very close to Birmingham.
Liverpool.
Just-
I've been in
Liverpool. You've been told you've not been. You have to come to Leicester. We have lots of halal food everywhere. We've got so much burgers. I know you like your
Okay.
food, brother. Eh?
Okay.
What do you
Like you.
Yes.
Everybody like
Everyone
food.
likes food. But what do you like in particular? Right now, if we ask
I
the
like-
team here, bring Habib a meal of his choice, what would it be?
Yeah, I like chicken.
Chicken,
I like chicken. I like salads.
So-
And
healthy.
yeah.
Burgers.
Yes, I
Yes.
like burgers too. Like depends.
Yeah.
I don't like eat every burger.
No, every
I like
burgers.
high quality
High quality.
and soda. But
Soda.
right now, like last maybe couple days,
Mm.
almost week, I cut
You cutting
because
it.
I'm with the guys
The camp.
in training camp, and it's like sometime to deal with them, like for running or for some exercise, for CrossFit, for conditioning. It's like sometimes you feel heavy,
Mm.
I'm like, okay, after a couple days, we have one more like this training.
Yeah.
I have to cut because I want to look good.
You wouldn't, yeah, because you're
Sometimes
around
you cut
brothers.
soda, like
Yeah.
for 1 week,
Mm.
maybe you can lose like couple kilos.
Yeah, it's so interesting how like with all of these things that you have now, even though you're not competing right now, you still have to look after yourself
Yeah.
because you're around
Mhm.
the brothers who are also training so much.
It's very important because you have to control yourself. All the time I go to scales, like, okay, I'm a little bit over than 1 kilo. No, come back, I control myself on 93 kilo.
93 kilo, that's
Yes.
your target.
I wanna be on this maybe the next 10 years. This is my
Inshallah.
goal. This is my goal next 10 years, not over than 93 kilo. Because less, it's like very hard to keep, like 88, 89. You have to all the time follow diet, no good energy, no sugar,
Yes.
no
It's very
sugar,
hard.
no good energy, I have to meet a lot of people, go train, like so many things you have to do, and you need this energy because when you all the time meet with people, they take your energy all the time. Not many people around me where I can get energy because when you're famous, you give all
You're
the
just
time.
always
Yeah.
giving.
And sometimes like a little bit sugar, soda or something. This is give you like
Spike.
some energy, and it's very hard to do all this, like very hard to deal with everything what happen around you, and same time you follow the diet. It's like it's a little bit
It's
make
hard.
you a little bit like stress,
In the camp you were speaking about, I think that's set up now, mashallah. I think you set up home here, I think this month and next month. Do you take the role of kind of leader of the camp? How have you shaped or managing that?
Yeah, it's like because I'm biggest brother right now.
Yeah.
Oldest, maybe like 1-2 people older than me in our camp right now. Almost 30 people there here in Dubai, and yes, because I was doing this all my life, and I know what they need. We have hotel, we have food, we have cars, and we have gym. And every single day you wake up, train, eat, sleep, and repeat. This is what you need when you have your training camp, And here in Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan, he treat us like, it's amazing. This treatment is like on different level, and he give us everything, gym, like he take care of us like his kids, and right now we're here only because Sheikh Hamdan invite us, and this has happened last more than 3 years. First time we came here when I was preparing for Dustin Poirier fight. When I was preparing, it was like end of the beginning of August. It was a little bit more than 1 month, because before Dustin Poirier fight, it was beginning of September. Here it's like very like crazy weather. You have to come if you wanna fight, if you wanna make weight, if you wanna recover, if you wanna don't feel jet lag. You have to be here 30 days. All the time when we fight here in Abu Dhabi, we have 4 guys in that card, 22nd October. We have to come here more than a month because jet lag is crazy. Here, like a lot of people underestimate this. A lot of people think for example, if you fight in Mexico City, like it's like more than 3,000 meters under the sea, you have to go there 1 month. No, worst in desert, worst. Like because we from mountain, we can fly to Mexico and fight like in the mountains. It's easy, but because we're from mountain, for us it's like very hard to deal with desert weather. And we all the time came here. We have like at least 2 weeks jet lag.
Yes.
In the mountains, is it like your capacity for taking oxygen is better?
I don't know, for us, for all of us, not only for me. Everybody complain about here like jet lag. They cannot sleep, very hard. Like like 2 weeks they feel like not okay. And now we're already here 10 days, and we're gonna be here 1 more month and 1 month before the fight. It's like it's perfect days to recover, to finish your jet lag, to make weight, everything. Even here to sweat, it's very hard. A lot of people here come. No. This is not like this. You cannot go outside and make weight. This is it's don't work like this. You have to be here inside the building, and there is like so many conditions, it's like and no oxygen, and a lot of people have problem to make weight.
Yes.
I know this because I was talking with around the world, like with a lot of fighters who came here and make weight. They all have difficult time.
So you came here from the UK directly, or were you in Dagestan and then came here? Because you're saying depending where you traveled from, does that make a difference?
Doesn't matter where you come.
It's
always same for everybody. Okay. I know like a lot of people now, for most of the fighters who's gonna fight 22nd October, they're gonna come 7 or 10 days before the fight. After 7 days or 10 days, this is like your peak for jet lag.
Okay.
And there is a lot of people underestimate you, like even like when I fight with Justin Gage.
Yes.
I'm like I was following when this guy gonna come here, and he come like Saturday, and next Saturday he's supposed to fight with me. It's like I'm like, no, next Saturday is gonna be worse for him. And during the fight I was talk with him, and I tell him, brother, you jet lag? He said, no, not jet lag, but I know he feel jet lag.
A lot of people underestimate jet lag. When you travel so much, you realize, because it's not only the time, it's also the environment, and as you were saying, like the heat and everything. One of the things I'm interested to know is before you were at this level, you didn't have like, you were saying you've got the house now, you've got everybody together, you've got access to all of this stuff. Does that help training, or does that, because do you ever watch Rocky movies? Sylvester Stallone. You know how on Rocky 3, like when he's got everything, he's not training as hard, and there's like people, cameras everywhere, and then when he's training on the the rough side, he's like, does it make a difference? Does it make it easier, or is it a bit more challenging?
Right now, if you want to become champion and if you want to compete in a high level, you need so many things around you. First of all, you need good people, right people, who have good knowledge, who have good energy, who have good experience, and they can share with you. Second, of course, if you compete inside the cage, you have to spar inside the cage at least like couple times in a week. You have to feel cage. You cannot just spar inside the ring and come to UFC and spar. Like every single moment is gonna give you a hard time. If you never spar in a cage, how you gonna deal if someone put you on cage? If someone pressure you, you have to defend from takedown against the cage. This is a little bit different. Against like open mats is different. Ring is different, and that's why you need all this treatment. You know, you have, this is like Rocky is Rocky. This is movie, brother. You know, like even like we have like Indian movie, Bollywood.
Do you watch anything on Bollywood? Do you watch anything on Bollywood? Have you ever watched?
Of course, I watch.
What's your movie? Who's your favorite actor? I want to put you on the spot.
Shah Rukh Khan, maybe.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Something like this.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard Amir Khan is better.
This is like this is real. This is not
real life.
movie.
Yeah.
This is not movie. You know.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was my first time when I see cage, and when I compete in cage, it was my debut in UFC. Before in Russia, I never compete. I never train in cage. Never.
Okay.
And first time it was like very new. You know, it was very difficult to deal. You know, this is different angles, different views, different energy. You know, you have to feel it. You have to feel it, and you need good technology with the cutting weight. Yes, and because all UFC fighters, they cut like minimum maybe like 10 kilo.
10 kilos.
They cut, and they don't have too much weight. You know, like for example, if someone fight, Islam fight in lightweight, 155, but right now his weight like 180, and he have to cut 25 pounds, and it's like 25 pounds. It's like not easy, you know. And everybody doing this. Like for example, Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira, he's big too. He's like tall, big, huge. He have to cut weight, and you cannot train in a forest. Come out from forest and make weight. You know, this is like you have to stay focused. You know.
You were saying earlier about the kind of cycle and the regime. For want of a better term, I think regime is good because it's very kind of repetitive. And it just reminded me of that saying from Bruce Lee. He goes, "Don't worry about the person who can do 1,000 kicks, but the person who's practiced the kick 1,000 times." And then, actually, from a business perspective, just to kind of bring it in, there's a really good book called The Tipping Point, and it talks about why is it some people become well known or they become successful versus other people. And what the book said is ultimately it comes down to practice, and the magic number was something like 5,000 hours, believe it or not, of doing the same thing. And from your point of view, when you talk about training, etc., is it just that repetition that will get you to that level?
You know, it's like I was doing same thing all my life. Stability. If you don't have stability, if you don't recover between the trainings, you're never gonna become success. I talk about MMA, mixed martial arts. You know, you have to train every day. You have to do same thing: sparring, grappling, wrestling, running, like meets, bag, every single day. Like you cannot, like if you fight it, you cannot sing and come to inside the cage and win. No, you have to do same thing every single day, and so many years. You know, you have to sacrifice everything what you have. And a lot of people I know, like a lot of athletes, they become boring because like they need something new. But when you little bit move like from your way, you're gonna lose because you have to be on one way all the time, every single day, same thing, exactly same thing. Like guys ask me like, oh, how you become like good grappler, good top control, wrestling, conditioning. I was wrestling every day like 1 hour non-stop. 1 hour. Can you imagine? With new opponents, 1 hour. And then when you finish, you go do some exercise, lifting, running, bikes, work with coach. Like it's you know, and between trainings you need recovery. What is this recovery? A lot of people don't understand what is this recovery. A lot of people call it like massage, strain, like, you know, supplements. Like for me, recovery is sleep. Yeah, most important things. Between trainings, like at least 2-3 hours. All my life I was like daytime I was sleeping. Like from maybe 11 to 1, maybe 12 to 2, maybe 2 to 4, you know. Between trainings you have to sleep because you train so hard morning, 2 hours, and night you have to train 2.5. You need rest. You have to rest, you know. A lot of people, they use like morning they train, go work, because most of the people, they have to make money, you know.
Yeah.
Not every fighters can like just don't work, you know. And they have to, they not focused, they working, training. It's meant 50-50. No, if you want to make money, okay, go to work. But if you want to sacrifice your life and become the best, no, you cannot work. You have to rest between trainings, and night time you have to be fresh on training.
If I had to ask you a question in terms of percentage, this is a question that people ask in every field, actually. You know, this term nature or nurture. So how much of anything that you do is the person's natural ability versus the training? So, you know, any sport, I'm sure it's the same question. How much of it is person's natural ability versus how much they put into it? So if you look at someone like Ronaldo versus Messi, Ronaldo's known for his training is phenomenal. You know, would you say in MMA that how much of it is, because there must be an element that's natural ability?
You talk about talent and hard workers.
Yeah.
You know, most of the talent people, they lazy.
Right.
Most of them. I met a lot of talent people, but they all like, I don't want to say 100, but 99% they lazy. Because Allah give them this, and they think, okay, you know, like, but hard worker, when you don't have talent, you have to work so hard. When you work so hard and sacrifice your time, dedicate, like sacrifice, you become more disciplined. Because he knows, like I know a lot of people, athletes, they don't train like maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year. They come to the gym with same weight, and they need like maybe 1 month to become shape. I meet like these people. But a lot of people, if they finish training 1 year, maybe they never come back. You know, there's like, everybody have different body, different. Like Allah, some people give like, some people have like, they very strong. Some people like, they very smart but no muscles, you know. Everybody is different, you know. But most of them talent people, my opinion is they lazy.
Okay. But like this, you know, like we see so many warriors coming from Dagestan, like they're very strong. There's some genetics, because like I'm here, I'm very slim, you know, I'm looking at you two big guys, I'm here in the middle.
I think genetic. I think mountains. I think tough life. And I think traditional. Our traditional is wrestling. Everybody wrestle. You know, when I was grow up, like, you know, sometimes I go with my father to some people's house, like guests, you know, and if I see someone like my age, my size, I'm like, okay, father gonna make me wrestle with him, you know? And this is not only my father, like everybody in Dagestan, if like even in street, okay, let's wrestle, go. We're gonna watch who's gonna, like,
even in the jungle, it's embarrassing. Like, let's go for it.
Everywhere you have to, like, you know, wrestling is like traditional, and I think that's why. Even like maybe 1 week ago, it was Mustafa Dagestanli. Okay, is his name. He from Turkey. He was 92 years old. He died, like passed away 1 week ago. He was 92 years old. His grandfather moved end of the 19th century. His grandfather moved to Dagestan, to Turkey, and he have son. You know, like Mustafa born, and he become wrestler, and he become, I think, 3-time world champion, a 2-time Olympic champion. He never lose.
Wow.
He was wrestling in Turkey, but he's originally from Dagestan, you know.
Okay.
Like everywhere, it doesn't matter, even if you move. I know a lot of people from Dagestan, they living in UK. Yeah, they living in UK, and they kids, what they do? They wrestle, they go jiu-jitsu. They do some sport, you know. This is like our traditional.
The mountain, I guess, it gives you explosive energy. This is because you're moving up, then that was really useful in the ring. But it's interesting because they said that when they did long distance running, they found that the people generally who won, they were from a specific valley in either Kenya or Ethiopia. So not even the whole country. It was a very specific
area where they come in.
Exactly. And
I think because of location, because Dagestan, you guys can search like in map where's Dagestan. It was so many wars. It was like gate, like even like Derbent, they call like if you read like scholars from 500, 1,000 years ago was like, they call it Babul Abwab. It's like gate of the
Gates.
gate of the gates. You know, this is Dagestan. This is so many wars happen last 1,000 years, non-stop war. You know, people so tough,
very tough.
You know, and this is where I'm from. You know.
So, you know, in Dagestan, I'm interested because now, you know, I had never heard of Dagestan before. Now everybody knows about Dagestan. Have like lots of people started coming in now?
So many people.
So many people come.
Like crazy tourism. This year and last couple of years, it's like amazing.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, it was maybe like very less. But right now, hundred thousands people. Like,
really?
You know, like even wintertime. Wintertime is cold, but even wintertime, a lot of people still coming.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Do you like that everybody's coming in? Right.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Why not? Because people interesting. They wanna come. They wanna feel it. What is this Dagestan? You know, so many people come. So many people come from around the world to my gym too. You know, from Australia, from Brazil, from US. A lot of people come. Why you guys come? We don't know. I just want it interesting. Last 10 years, I'm following like UFC, everything. I see a lot of people come from Dagestan. Why so many people? You know, and it's like, it's very interesting. You know,
who would you see as a rival region to Dagestan? Like, mashallah, there's a number of different fighters coming through. I mentioned Gracie earlier, but South America seems to have gone a little bit quiet in terms of the number of fighters coming through. And mashallah, I guess the Caucasus region, we're seeing a few others. Where else do you think the next kind of pocket or emergence of fighters are going to be, or you currently see as real rivals to Dagestani?
Most of them, they're gonna come from poor countries. From poor countries, you know, because Dagestan is not rich republic. In Russia, this is I think, my opinion, most of the people, they living poor life. I think that's why when you live poor life, what you need, you have motivation. You have the way, you have to come out, you know, and you have to be hungry, you know. Okay, here in Dubai, everybody happy, everybody lucky, everybody rich, you know, everybody have good cappuccino every morning. You don't need to do nothing, you know. And like even from UK, all fighters, they all poor people. They all like fighters, good fighters. They come out, like even Leon Edwards. He's current UFC champion right now. He's like Jamaican from it's like he
hard life.
Like, I know he come out from hard life. You know,
it's difficult though. I mean, even now we're talking about, I guess, tourism opening to Dagestan, that often you see development and kind of advancement, even becoming more wealthier, it has a negative consequence elsewhere. I remember, look, my father raised me and my brother on his own. So my father, alhamdulillah. And I remember there was a certain drive, because he used to work very hard, you know, often leave us on our own while he was working, and we'd come back. And then that kind of drove me to work and study and so on. But now my children, because alhamdulillah I've been working, they're very far removed from the experiences I had. And as a parent, I'm trying to think, okay, I want to give them, but it's hard to get that balance. You see, when you open a door.
Yeah. And same time you love your kids.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, same time. Sometimes love can kill people.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Not all the time, you know. Yeah. Sometimes you love your kid, you give him everything, and he grew up like I don't know, like a vegetable. It's like you put here, you stay here. You put here. It's like you know, you have to teach him how to live. You know,
tough.
I have same problem. My father, he don't have nothing. My kids, they have everything. You know.
Yeah.
Their father is rich, but my father was like very poor. We were like, for me to get money, like I don't know where. Like my father all the time tell me, you want money? Okay, deserve. Do something.
Yeah.
Like my kids, they can ask me money. Okay.
It's true.
You know, and I try to like balance this kind of situation too, but it's very hard. It's very hard. Like same time you love them and you can give them, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes I tell, like when my kids ask me something, I all the time say, not everything like you want.
Yeah. It's true.
Like, but they don't understand. They think like, but you can give us or something. Like, you know, it's like you have to put this on their brain, not to like punish them or some. No, teach them. You know, it's very hard. This is like right now, like then 20 years ago, 25 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. Right now, people living good life. It was so many poor people like 30 years ago, but right now it's like people like even they can go to supermarket and buy something. But before it was no supermarket even here in Dubai. Like my friend father, he said like he grew up like here, like 30 minutes from Dubai, like in some area. They send them like they send like containers from plane, you know, and they was waiting for this like maybe 1 month. But today he can go 2 minutes to supermarket and come back.
Even
like,
having food out of season sounds crazy.
Yeah,
At the time
it's
you'd only
crazy.
have something.
Yeah.
If it's not season, you can't have it. But now everything on your
Yeah, it was like very big surprise if you see like tomato or cucumber like in January.
You see this question, if we were to ask someone, I guess younger now, if they had the choice of the fame or the money, what do you reckon they would say?
Money or fame?
Yeah.
Oh, money or fame. I think fame may be more dangerous. Maybe fame. If you're famous, maybe. For me, it's easy to deal with money than fame. With fame, it's very hard. It's more hard for me. It's difficult. With money, okay, I can lose money and I can sleep. A lot of people, when they lose money, they don't sleep. They think about this, you know. But when you fame, you have to deal with this every single second, like in your life. You deal with this. You cannot go there, there. But money, okay. If you're not famous and if you have money, I think it's. This is not because like I like money more than fame. No, for me, like a lot of people, they have the weakness. You know, for me, it's very easy to deal with money, but with fame, it's very hard.
I asked Saf this as well. You see, because mashallah, he does the influence, and you start to see when you've got 1 million, 2 million, 3 million subscribers, mashallah, and so on. And I'm sure you're being recognized wherever you go. How do you keep that outside of it impacting you? And this is what I'm saying, when we talk about the younger generation, you said, mashallah, that, you know, hard work, people, if you're talented, they're lazy. My experience has been people who aren't even talented, they're lazy now. They just, you want instant access, like, you know, without the hard work, I want to get to that place, you know. And it was different, mashallah, for our children and us, but I guess even for yourself, another few years between us is that we didn't have those types of distractions. Now you've got the world on your phone in your pocket, you know, and you suddenly see someone overnight without any real talent suddenly becoming well known. And there are success stories like this. And we've got to navigate through this, you know. So yourself?
Yeah, so like, you know, being somebody on social media, like there's so many distractions. It's like it's always, you know, you got Instagram, Twitter, people always here. Like I struggle. Like to me, for, you know, separating social media and life is very difficult because it becomes one thing. So it's always a challenge. How do you deal with that?
No, we have to live with social media. Without social media, it's very hard right now. You know. Okay, for kids, okay, my kids, like they stay away from phones. Like maybe they still young, you know. But for me, it's very hard to deal. Very hard to stay away from social media. You know, like I talk about my personal life. But for people, okay, if you wanna follow something, like you have to follow the news, what's happening. Like you have to be on social media. You know, I don't know. It's a very hard question.
No,
It's
but like so, you know how,
and we spend so much time in social media.
so much.
Like Instagram, maybe 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
Like at least minimum, I spend in Instagram 1 hour, and the WhatsApp, for sure 4 or 5 hours.
Really,
maybe 4 hours.
It's so embedded.
And you have to sleep, and you have to train, and you have to drive, and you have to spend time with family. It's like so many things, and you have to do with like your business, like, and only 24 hours. There is like you have to make schedule. You need schedule, you know. Every single day I have my schedule. I have, even this year, September, October, November, December, every day I know where I'm gonna be. Like, of course Allah knows what's gonna happen tomorrow, but I have plan. Flight, tickets, I have everything. I'm like, I cannot without this, like, you know, sometimes I fly to my village. I fly back to Dagestan to go to my village, stay, switch off my phone, little bit time, maybe 3, maybe 5 days, 1 week. No. I had to come out, you know, because this is world become very small, very small. Everybody knows everybody,
connected. Have you incorporated this into how you're helping mentor? Is mentoring the right word, or training the other fighters? Because, you know, I was going to say, your father, Allah yarhamah, he probably didn't have those issues when he's dealing with you and the other guys. But it's a reality now. That, do you do it as part of your kind of development for the other fighters, or you kind of just leave them to it as well?
No. I have like people, like 20, 25 people. Like, I try to control them. I mean, it's like control, I mean, it's like give them good advice. Because in our team, we don't have like this famous, this strong, this better, this number 2, this is number 5 ranked. We don't have these rules. We have like, if you're older, small, like younger guy, they listen, you know. We have these rules. And so many years, we don't change this. If someone don't like, okay, he can leave.
Okay.
We don't hold nobody. This is not jail, you know. We don't like hold like nobody. And yes, because I know I have this so much experience for them. I have this experience, energy, knowledge. I try to share with them, give them, talk with them. Like, I do this like every single day, morning and night. Even right now here in Cape, I spend more time with them. And it's like, I think more than coach, like mentor, because we have head coach. Like, I try to be like mentor, maybe, if we can call it like mentor. But I don't like to call myself like coach, because we have coach. I told like Javier, right now we have Javier Mendes head coach. I told him, like, even a couple of days ago we was talking, he said, I don't like this. I say, coach, please listen. I'm assistant. You the boss. Don't make me boss. I'm not boss. You boss. If you say, hey, I cannot deal with this, okay, then I come. But I know, he said, no, I know you're strong, but you have to, if you don't like, no, because you're like, because me and Javier, we have very good relationship. With all my guys, he have amazing relation, but not like with me, because I am with him like almost 11 years. And that's why he tried to talk from me, but I said, no, you go straight. Every day we in gym. If you don't like someone, say, hey, sit. And someone have to sit, someone have to get up, you know. Like, if you don't like something, you have to tell. I am here to support you, you know. And it's like, you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to bring, because when you have 30 people and they all like some 22, some 30 years, and everybody have different views, it's become a little bit hard. But alhamdulillah, we almost everybody like big team, we together like all life, and we have one view, you know. We know why we're doing this, for what, you know. We have the goal, you know. Teamwork is it's teamwork. You cannot be like separate.
Do any of them think they can take you? Do you sometimes remind them that
take what?
Take you down? Is it?
No, right
you have
now
to remind them, like,
everybody complain about, hey, you too much lifting, you become a little bit big than before, you become strong. I say, this is your problem, because everybody cutting weight, you know.
Everybody together.
Before
we was like almost same weight. Right now they cutting weight. I become gain, like it's a little bit different, and they complain about my weight. You know,
it must be nice.
But who cares? This is their problem, personal problem.
But do you find that, you know, because you were saying how your coach is the coach as well, kind of like tries to come through you, but then you're like, no, do your own thing. Do you find like a lot of people treat you differently because you are Khabib? So it's like,
not inside the team, because all like almost all team, they was with me when I was nobody, when I was just start. You know, they was with me, and now they still with me. We respect each other, you know. We don't kill nobody, we don't push nobody, we don't make nobody like, if you don't want, okay, leave. Like even yesterday, I was talking with them. It was Saturday, and everybody complained about they tired. What you want? All week you was work hard. End of the week, if you don't tired, this is good question. You have to worry about yourself. But this is Saturday. Your 6th day, you work so hard. Of course, you're gonna tired. Tomorrow rest, and Monday we're gonna begin one more training. If you don't want, go back to Dagestan and stay with your mom. She's gonna give you every day good breakfast. You don't do nothing. Stay there. But if you come here, don't complain. You wanna become best. You wanna become champion. And now you wanna say like you tired. Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody care about you. Even you, if you're gonna watch fight, you just watch fight. They walk out inside the cage, they fight, and they leave. You don't know what happened behind the scenes. This is not your business. Nobody care about this. He was tired, he have personal problem, family. Nobody
cares.
You don't know. Like you just see how he fight and he go. And for this one, you have to train so hard. If you don't want, halas, go back to Dagestan. Nobody gonna ask about yourself. If without you or with you, there is always gonna be champions. With your name, this is your choice. You wanna put your name there? Okay, work hard. No, bye. It's like very simple. Nothing special. Nothing special.
Sports is probably one of the last areas where there's a direct correlation between, inshallah, your hard work and your effort and achievement. You know, that actually you really have to have the drive, put it in, because you can see the difference that it makes. When you don't, it's someone who hasn't trained, it's going to be obvious. Someone who doesn't make the weight, you know, and it is what we call a meritocracy. Like genuinely someone who's good and is put in, you'll see the difference. The one who pushes them that little bit more, that last 5%, the extra 10%, it'll come through. In other fields of work, it can be hidden. You know, if somebody's an accountant, he can be the best accountant, doesn't necessarily mean he's that much different to the other person. But I guess sports is one of those fields that at the end of the day, it's just you and the other person when it's a one-on-one. And it all comes down to that moment, isn't it? You know, whether if you gave up earlier or you continued fighting, pushing, struggling.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
My point is this. I'm saying this, that in other types of work,
you know, I have problem with UK
English
people.
accent.
Yes.
Your accent. Do we have different accents?
Because
Me and
all
him
that you a little bit different.
a little bit different.
He real UK guy.
He's really
You travel
I spend a lot
You
of time
travel?
in the US. Yeah,
because I can say
you can
this.
tell he's good.
Because like US, because most of the time like I'm in US. I came to UK, like what these people talking
what are they
about?
talking about?
What is this? What
You spent
they
some
talk? I don't understand
is
nothing.
it the accent or is it the way, like,
The way
speaking
even
too fast?
like I was reading like this different English,
different.
English, same language, but
But it's different
accent. Yes.
accents. Yeah, different
Sometimes all the
dialects.
time when I was fighting like active athlete, when I have with UK TV interview, it's very hard. It's easy with any language,
Okay.
Yeah.
but it's always like this. Why I'm looking like, what are you talking about?
London
Like,
accent.
I wanna catch,
Yeah.
but I don't understand. Because-
it's
because-
very good though. Like, is it maybe? I guess.
No, I know my English much better than your English. I know. But
It's the London English.
UK is like a little bit. For me, it's hard.
I think it's London. London.
No, even I know
is-
London and Liverpool is different.
Oh, Liverpool is very. It's so different.
I was
because-
in Liverpool, like in I go to watch
Okay.
match Liverpool Manchester City.
Yeah.
Like there is people talk with me. What are you talking about? I know English, but I don't know what you're talking about.
the
We
Scouser
don't think they
accent.
speak English either. Like,
But it's interesting
hard.
because so nearby. Like I'm in Leicester. If you hear the Birmingham accent, which is 1 hour away, it's
Okay.
so different. So different. You might not even understand what
I
they're
was a
saying.
couple weeks ago in Birmingham,
Birmingham.
London.
It's like you go to a different. It's completely
Yes.
different place. Yeah. What's in? You're really into football. So what's your favorite team?
No, let this guy. He wanna ask.
oh,
me
sorry.
something. We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about this. What
Okay.
to say?
my point was this: sports or any sort of competition is one of the last fields where you can push and test yourself.
Okay.
You know, you see like
Okay.
other types of work. Like if I'm doing risk, or somebody's an accountant, or someone's doing computers.
Everywhere.
You know?
Everywhere, you know, sport it's a little bit difficult because you have to push, you have to work not with only your brain,
Yeah.
because in sport is with body, you know, and you have to deal with painful. You know, when pain come, you have to be patient, keep going. You know, it's like it's a little bit difficult because physically and mentally you have to work. Like for example, like finance, like economic, like technology. Like okay, you just use your brain. I know, like traveling, everything, but this is not same. That's like right. When you compete with high level athlete and you try to break your face. This is different, you know. You have to use your brain and here, and you have to use your body, and without brain, body never gonna win. And you have to use both body and brain together, and they have to be connected, you know. And that's why it's sport. It's like it's even our sport, martial arts. It's difficult, you know. Like football, it's very hard. It's very hard, but nobody try to break your arm, leg. Okay, leg, you can get like some injury, but nobody punch you in one fight like 15 times, you know. That's why it's a difficult sport. Difficult, like personal, like me, I don't want my kids like doing like martial arts. Maybe they're gonna do some Olympic sports. Maybe some like a gymnastic or like mixed martial arts, like they was like punching knees, elbow, face, they punch your face. Honestly, I want my kids stay away, but they gonna train for sure. But I want they stay away a little bit from this sport.
Do you think you with your mind and your body, is that what it takes to be a champion, having discipline and control over both your mind and body to become a champion like yourself?
No, you need both. 100%. You know, some people when they become like, for example, in my team right now, I see Islam is physically and mentally become together because after 1 month, end of the October, he's gonna be 31. 31 is very good age, and physically his experience, everything now becomes. Some people they like, for Umar, for example, I see like he's almost 27. You see, physically he become very good, but mentally he's still young. He need like maybe 5 years more, maybe 4 or 5 years to experience, you know. And when you become 36, your mentally you go maybe higher, but physically you go here, you know. And it's very good time, like 30, 31, 32, when you're physically and mentally you become like same, you know, on same level. There is this mix, it's unbreakable, you know. If you find the way how to connect.
So I wanted to ask also, have you taken a slightly different path? And I'm very conscious now of how I'm speaking, because you said the English accent.
Thank you. I feel now.
Good. Okay.
Now you become California guy.
So the intensity and I guess your whole life being circumventing or being involved in MMA, and now alhamdulillah after that you're now more involved in business, etc. Have you had to change your mindset in any way, or are you kind of just using the same approach?
No, it's a little bit hard for me because on finance I am not very good on finance, and when I move to business world, there is so many ways where you can make haram money. Because there is like even you make money, where you gonna keep this? This is a hard question, you know. And like I'm Muslim and I try to stay away from riba, and riba, one of the biggest sin Allah mentioned in Quran. I'm Muslim, you know, and I try to stay away from this, and for me it's very hard where I keep my money. I make some deal, make contract, or make some business money come, what you gonna do? I invest, but most of the people, like Muslim, I talk about Muslim people, they keep this money in from haram way, and they don't even understand. They don't even understand, you know. Even me, like some my money is like in a US bank account, you know. Honestly, I'm gonna be lucky, I'm gonna be happy to keep this in a halal way. You know, I know they use my money. They know, you know, when you have like $1 million in your bank account, what they do, they use this money, and they use this like for percentage, like whatever. But I don't have alternative. Like where I'm gonna keep this money? I cannot keep them like in my pocket, you know. And I wanna a little bit rush and talk about Wahid. When Wahid come to me, like Wahid people, they come to me. We meet like almost 1.5 years ago. We meet, we sit, we talk, and they told me they plan. I really like this. I really love this because we have same view, we have same mission, you know. And it's very important to, like me, for example, person or like platform like Wahid or other people, create some platform where it's gonna be away from riba. Because riba is like one of the biggest sin, and people underestimate this. Riba can kill not couple people, they kill all like cities, countries, you know. And that's why it's like I joined with Wahid because they offer and they show me their project. They told me what they want. I'm like, okay, why not? I move with, okay, for example, I have 7 years contract with Reebok, for example. Why I cannot work with Wahid? Same thing. I can be ambassador of Wahid because we have same view, we have same mission, you know. And even like I know a lot of people underestimate this. A lot of people, okay, I don't do this, don't do it. But if you go deep Islamic finance, you're gonna find a lot of crazy things, like what people doing with your money, you know.
100%. You're absolutely right on that, and this has been a big part of our mission. Is just to educate people because they don't know what they don't know, and the moment they realize, because you ask a Muslim drink alcohol or eat pork, they'll say no, astaghfirullah, never.
But what about riba?
Exactly.
Same thing.
Yes.
Same thing, maybe worse. Maybe worse.
Yeah.
Same thing. Worse than like they like almost in same level like killing people. Allah mentioned this like almost like same level. Like you kill people, don't kill people. This is not good. Don't do riba. This is not good. Same thing, almost. One of the, how many, like 7 or 10 sin he mentioned in Quran, like biggest. This is like one of the biggest sin, you know.
It's the only one in which Allah says him and the Prophet ﷺ are at war.
Yes.
Harb min Allahi wa Rasuli, are at war with the person who deals in riba. And Ibn Abbas radiallahu anh said, on the day of judgment you will be asked to choose your weapon, imagine this, to fight Allah and His Messenger.
It's crazy.
It's you know, the thing is, I think because most people can't see the impact of it, we don't think of it. But that's because, to be honest, we in the West are generally the beneficiaries. And what I mean by that is, you see, it's something that when it's on a state level, like you said perfectly, city level, country level, state level, it destroys countries. They can't, you know, imagine someone who's drowning and you're giving them a hand, but instead of pulling them up, you're pushing them back in the water. That's what riba does. Even if they're productive, they make enough money, they can't because of the debt they're under. And that's why riba is completely, you know, at ease. And alhamdulillah, that was our mission with Wahid, is to try and provide the alternative away from riba that allows people to grow their money in a way that's real economy, real service, not used for lending. And on that, alhamdulillah, we've just launched something called Wahid X, which is our effectively private equity support for startups and businesses. I know, mashallah Habib, that you've invested in a number of different businesses, but alhamdulillah, you've got a profile that allows you to perhaps speak to people, or your name has a value. For most people, imagine like someone else, a random person in Dagestan or Afghanistan or Pakistan or Malaysia, Indonesia, they've got a brilliant idea, but they just don't have access to money.
No access. I know a lot of people, like big businessmen, when they realize what is this riba, and they have like big contracts, they offer like big banks. They want to invest, and when they understand this is riba, they say no. They say no, only 1%, no, 0.5%, no. Same thing, 0.5% or 50%. No is no. Riba is riba, you know? And that's why, and it's a little bit sad to understand there is not too many invest companies like who can help billions Muslim people who want to stay away from riba, you know? I know, like even in Dagestan, where I'm from, a lot of people, they won't use halal invest money. You know, they have good projects, they have good business projects, you know, like, but there is not where they're gonna take.
Inshallah, Wahid X is the plan for this, to really try and see, to support innovation in a good way. And I know Eagle FC, tell us about this then, because this is a big project.
Yeah, it's like my big project. I use this platform to give young opportunity from around the world, not only like Dagestan fighters, like around the world, give them like opportunity to fight there and give them good way. This year, like end of this year, like November, December, October, we have like 3 shows, and this year is gonna be very big year for Eagle FC. End of the year we're gonna sit with all team and we're gonna make like end of the December plan to how we're gonna move to next year.
Inshallah.
And why is it called Eagle FC?
Oh, because it was my nickname in UFC, Eagle. That's why it was
before
like
or after the jump.
I think before, right before, because my name was like my nickname was. I try to give like when I just signed with UFC, I try to give like the Eagle of Dagestan. Okay. I try to give but UFC told me at that time it was end of the 2011, and they say you have Khabib, the Eagle of Dagestan, Nurmagomedov is like too big.
Yeah.
Too big. Please
much.
make short. Yeah. Just Eagle. Okay. It was no Eagle.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, okay, let's go.
I hope you notice the eagle that we put there.
There's a special eagle there. No, but it's I just wanted to touch on the point that it's so interesting that about the conversation about riba. It's so normalized, especially in the West, because it's just everywhere and people get desensitized to that and they're like, oh, it's everybody's doing it, it's fine. And that's with this podcast as well is something that we're hoping to educate a lot of people as well, that look, riba is riba, and it's great to hear that you are so against it, and that's how it should be. And when you reached out to me as well, and for longest time I was looking, it's like, where do I put my money, where do I invest my money, and having somewhere that's halal and that's easily accessible is something that's really, really powerful. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I think it was actually a few things that you touched upon earlier as well, Habib. Yourself, when we were speaking, is about when you do something, you do it properly, you become productive. This is another way of looking at it. And actually, the factors of growth are either enterprise, someone who's business minded, it's money, or it's land generally. And what we want to do is have that approach where actually be productive, make your money productive, and you should be productive as well. This thing that is, I think it's one of like the worst things where a person has the ability to do something, but they don't do it. Even Umar ibn Khattab said this, that he goes that the lazy believer, I despise the time when you see the believer is lazy and the one who's involved in evil is active. And
very active.
Exactly. And then our money is the same. If we don't use it for good, the reality is it's going to be used for bad.
Yes.
And so I guess this is really good. One key message definitely is, I think we can take from this discussion is about hard work. It's about, if you want to achieve something, is you've got to put in the hours. But also, I think it's interesting you're saying when you spoke about the intellect and the physical, is actually, and this is a Quranic message, is of actually be intelligent about it. We now, I think we're in a space globally where, mashallah, we have lots of talent. We have opportunity as well. And we need to kind of join them up.
Yeah. I think in future, inshallah. We need time,
Inshallah.
You cannot build nothing with couple years.
It takes
even trees you put, they need like 5-6 years to give us apple. It's like, it's not easy.
Of course. And like, now that, you've got Eagle FC, you've got, mashallah, lots of different projects happening. So now that you're not competing because you're not there fighting, how is that for you? Is that like, do you miss competition?
No. Honestly, no.
No?
When I miss something like competition, I go to the gym and I wrestle, grapple, train, I spend my energy there, Like come back, go to the cage, I don't miss it. Because all my life, it was on my hands, not inside my heart. It was never inside my heart, no? Of course, I like it. You have to love what you're doing.
Yes.
I was like very big fan of sport, because my goal was like become the best, like become the champion, it's like everybody have to do, But when finish. I really, it's like release, release this.
It's a bit of a relief.
It's
for you as well.
it's easy.
Okay.
It's very easy. But if you inside your heart, to leave this alone, it's very hard. It was inside my heart. Okay, well, finish. I go do my other things.
There's a lot of people obviously ask, like, what would there be anything that would bring you back? Like, say for example,
Nothing.
GSP fight
Never.
with your mother's blessing. She's like, you can do it for a chance. No, nothing. No.
No. I live this sport alone without myself.
Yeah.
There is gonna be always some champions without my name too. Don't worry. It can be Charles Oliveira, it can be Islam or other name after Islam, because Islam not gonna be there all his life. Short time, couple of years, finish. This is sport. This is high level sport.
Yeah.
I was champion. Right now I'm not champion, and this is normal.
Yeah.
You never can be champion all like 7 years, 8 years. There is like couple years. This is your prime time. Finish. Bye bye. You can stay just for make money, but you're never gonna be champion.
When was your peak then, Khabib, do you think? When you look back.
I think like from 2017 to 2001, it was my peak. I think maybe since 18, maybe 18 to like 3 years, maybe 3-4 years.
Okay.
Like it was peak. I think like when I watch back in the days, like it was like 18 to 21. It's good. It was like I feel power like a truck, like beer, it's like eagle maybe.
And your ability
right now I become like elephant. Still feel power.
Powerful, but
no, not like before.
No. Good.
Mashallah.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I think it was amazing discuss. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's nice to just to chat, like nothing too formal.
Yeah.
Just get to know you a little bit better. I did want to do a little quick fire round, if you don't mind, like just very quick questions.
Okay.
So I'll give you 2 options.
Okay.
And you have to pick one or the other.
No
Okay.
problem.
You ready for it?
Let's go.
Okay. Is it the stretches are happening?
It's not that type of quick fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
go.
Okay. So let's see where the Okay. So firstly, tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay. Android or Apple?
Apple.
Easy one. Okay. La Liga or Premier League?
No, Premier League. English,
League.
right?
Yes.
English, yeah, of course. It's best.
Okay.
Nothing close.
Beef or chicken?
Chicken.
Okay. Burger or steak?
Depends.
Depends.
Depends. Half.
Okay. Horse riding or archery?
What is that?
Archery.
No, horse riding.
Horse riding. Yeah. Okay. Dubai or San Jose?
From November to March, Dubai. From March to October, San Jose.
Fair enough. Pele or Maradona?
No, Pele.
Pele.
Is Pele.
Pele.
I think.
GSP or DC? Daniel Coleman.
Like friend? Or like
fight.
just
fighter.
no, GSP.
GSP, yeah?
Sorry.
Okay.
DC, but GSP. Like brother, friend.
Yeah.
Who's gonna take care of your break? Of course, DC.
DC.
Because people gonna look like him, like, oh, this guy like school teacher,
Yeah.
But he's he's like double champ. But if people gonna see Saint Pierre, they gonna think, okay, this guy is like he's UFC fighter. I have to be careful, You can bring with you DC, and they gonna think, okay, this guy is school teacher,
Serious.
Underestimate him,
Yeah.
This is good.
Imam Shamil or Omar Mokhtar?
Umar Mukhtar, from Africa, right? Libya. Yeah, Libya. Both, maybe.
Both. Yeah.
But it's not good to choose one. How?
You can choose. Who put this question in here? I need to check. I didn't put that question in there. You put me in the spot.
Both was the right answer.
Both.
Good answer, mashallah. Best finisher, submission or knockout?
Submission. Because knockout, it's not good to put people to like knock
Sleep.
out, damage their brain.
Mm.
But better between submission or choke. Choke is better.
Choke is better, yeah?
Give him some sleep, rest, come back.
It's like, all right.
Even submission can hurt your arm.
Yeah.
That's why.
You're helping them.
Yeah. Now, alhamdulillah, that's so good to see that you're still looking after the other fighters, and that's amazing. That some people out there, I want to kill this person, I want to go and hurt them, but you're like that's true sportsmanship. That you're going in there to do a job, but
some athletes they deserve get smashed. They deserve. You have to, but not most of them. Most of them, okay, this is competition. You just wanna make who's the best, and that's it. This is only competition. Nothing personal. Nothing personal.
Mashallah. Khabib, it's been amazing. It's they say that don't meet your heroes because you might be disappointed, but alhamdulillah, it's actually been really good to meet you and talk to you, and it's really been inspiring for me especially. So alhamdulillah.
No, thank you, Khabib. Alhamdulillah, it was always good to hear from the different aspects. Jazakumullah khair, and inshallah, all the best for the camp and for the rest of the team.
Yes,
thank you so much.